Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Earbones podcast. Back-to-back weeks,
Back-to-back weeks.
and I am tired.
You look awful.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I mean, like a fatigue-wise.
I'm very tired.
Where's your rock star? I got one downstairs if you're interested.
I'm good.
It's a 0.
I'm good. That probably has to do with the tired, though, is the caffeine withdrawals I'm going through.
Yeah, withdrawals are never good. You get shaky and
then my neck hurting. By the way, ask me how dangerous it is driving with a neck that's injured.
Well, you got to go like this.
Yeah.
And then your back's hurt, so how do you even do that?
My back is... It's at the point now where... Yesterday was a little bit of a setback. I felt 100% on Friday. Friday morning at work, I did everything I normally did. Every single, and I think that's why I fucked it up, is because I was bending over normally and everything, and then it started hurting again, and I think I tried to stretch it, and I did a weird twist action with it.
Do you put heat on it?
I did on my car on the way here.
Okay, but I mean, like lie down, put a nice, boiling hot bag of rice or something.
I have a boiling bag. I have a heating pad that I've yet to use, though. But because I'm not entirely sure what it is. Because I don't know whether I should ice it or heat it.
Okay, I just go by Shaq on this. Ice to the doll of pain, heat to relax it away. That's how I've gotten through life this far.
I did use Icy Hot yesterday. Like the liquid. And I rubbed it on my back, and then I went a little too low, and it went in between my buttocks.
Oh,
it was awful.
That sounds...
It was miserable.
It sounds like a good time. I feel like you'd do it again.
Have you ever used Icy Hot?
No.
Miserable. It just feels like road rash for 20 minutes.
Oh. Road rash and the old butt crack. We've all been there.
Oh no, I got it out of there. It took over. Do you have anything new for me? It's only been a week, so probably not.
No. I'm just being hipster, you told me, so.
I mean, technically, yes. I have Polar Seltzer. I need to find some palmy somewhere, I think. Maybe not. That's another thing I thought. When my back pain started to go away, and then all the muscles around it were starting to release.
Mm-hmm.
Both my sides hurt, in the back.
Oh, kidney stones.
I just thought both my kidneys were shutting down. Tara guaranteed me that both kidneys don't shut down at the same time.
Well, I mean that's not true.
She said one goes before the other. They don't both shut down simultaneously at the exact same time.
Well, maybe we need to go find some palmies.
Maybe not.
I think we should.
Maybe not.
Get real weird with life.
Flip that notebook over.
Flip it.
Every time I look up, it's shining, and then all I see is green in other places. I have really bad allergies too, and it's a very bad allergy day today.
How do you have allergy to a glare?
No, the glare is leading from the allergies. It might be a migraine issue. I'm having a rough life.
Oh my God, man.
Rough life.
Hang it up somewhere.
Yeah, and by that you mean my rope over a rafter.
I mean, if you probably still wouldn't feel better, but
it might help my back.
It might help your back.
Just dangle it from my neck. Tie a chair to me. What do you want to open? We talk about Extreme Rolls a little bit.
Let's talk about the Extreme Rolls with no Extreme Rolls matches.
There was one.
Yeah, great.
There was also the Extreme Rules match was Alexa versus Nia, right?
Yes.
I don't care anything about the match. The only thing about that whole thing that happened is when Ronda jumped the railing. When Ronda jumped the railing and ran, did your first thought in your head say, "Oh, this is another reason for them to suspend her"? That was the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But did you catch Corey Graves' line?
No.
Coach and Cole were both saying something like, "She was instigated. She had to do it. She had to do it." And Corey Graves, deadpan delivery, said, "Oh, so the guy in the fourth row should do running too?"
You know what? I do remember that.
And I had to pause it and laugh like an idiot because that was so. There was another line by Corey Graves in there somewhere. I can't remember what it was, but he was killing it.
Corey Graves is when he's on, he's on.
He's so much better at announcing than he was at wrestling, and that's a compliment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he never really had a chance to.
I mean, he did, just not
blossom into mediocrity.
Not in WWE, really.
Yeah.
But, Pittsburgh guy.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Yeah, Alexa won that match with the DDT to... she's named for her DDT, doesn't she?
I don't know.
Onto the chair. I liked it. It was a good match for what it was.
How about your extreme disappointment with Rusev and AJ?
Oh my God. I was going so hard. I had chants going in Grape's house.
That was a good match.
It was an excellent
The
match.
beginning wasn't good. They were not gelling at the beginning. AJ would try to do something. Rusev didn't know what he was doing. Rusev was,
Yeah,
in the first like 5 minutes of that match were not good.
But
I was worried.
they pulled it together.
It picked up.
I thought it was good. I knew as soon as he's trying to lock in the accolade. Accolade, is that what
Yes.
it is?
And his knee buckled.
Yeah, and he couldn't get AJ's arm. I'm like, oh, it's over.
So he locked in the one-armed accolade. The weird one-armed looking accolade.
It doesn't work. You know, that move, after Reigns got out of it when he had on the top of the steel steps with a chain in his mouth, and he still got out of it. You know, I lost any hope of that move ever winning anything important.
What else? What other important matches were on there? Not many.
Well, we had the Big Dog and
Bob Lashley.
Bob Lashley.
And Lashley won. Weird enough.
Clean with a spear. So it was a night of everyone who shouldn't have won, except Rusev. So
I don't know. Because I think Sanity going over New Day, we're going back that far. I think that needed to happen.
that was an excellent match. I enjoyed it.
I watched it after the fact. I also went to bed during this pay-per-view and watched the rest the next day.
Oh,
I avoided spoilers and watched the rest the next day. What was your opinion on the 30-minute Iron Man match? Which apparently is now the standard for Iron Man matches. Apparently there won't be another hour-long Iron Man match.
it was okay.
I like the story it told. I like with Drew. I like that story. I like everything. I like the way it was done. I feel like they definitely could have done more, though. Although I also understand those are your two major players in the Intercontinental title picture. You don't want them to go out there and get hurt. I guess I get that, too.
Yeah, but it's also a pay-per-view. You know, I mean, it's not like a house show or something. At least let him do something. It was interesting. I didn't expect a draw. That is not what I expected at all.
I wish they would have went with it. I wish they would. When it happened and I was watching it, I was like, "Yes, the balls, keep it, just keep the draw, let it be the draw." They said, "Oh no, we're going to restart." Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There hasn't been. I don't think there's been an actual draw in a pay-per-view or even a televised WWE match in 15 years, maybe 20 years.
Should have brought it back. That was the match for it. No one loses.
Would have been perfect. I thought Dean was coming back to do something.
Yeah, I was hoping someone would come out help Seth, but no, he just got his ass handed to him by
Drew?
Drew McIntyre. That's it.
You all right?
I had the last name, but I couldn't get the first one. And then there was the tag team title match, the Raw tag team title match, which was the Eater of Worlds and the B team.
The Deleters of Worlds.
The leaders, I'm sorry. And B team won.
I was so pumped up. Did you also get how like they never really let Bo and Bray in the ring at the same time, and the one time they like tagged out?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that little bit of story they had in there with the family, even if it's just for smart fans. That's cool because they were not and like Bo didn't get the pin over Bray, he got it over Matt.
Yeah, it was a much better match than I feel like it should have been. And B team winning, I was pumped about it.
That's pretty
I
fun.
don't know why, I just was.
Well, I think it's also because Matt Hardy and Bray don't need those titles,
Yeah.
whereas the B team kind of does.
They got their own little. They need to do a different entrance.
What, you don't like the Sheamus Cesaro deal, the bar deal, where they have both their musics?
I mean, I like that, but I don't like. It doesn't work with them for some reason. I don't like the Firefly thing, and
I like Matt being real super close to the lantern. That's pretty sweet.
like he's never seen light before or something strange.
He's gonna delete it. It's obsolete. Lanterns are obsolete. I thought we knew this. What if he just came with a flashlight?
Oh, that'd be great.
I mean, technically it is a flashlight, though.
Yeah.
It's not a real lantern. Do you remember their first appearance where he had a real lantern?
He had a real lantern for a little while. Maybe it was his first appearance.
I think it was it.
Oh, I don't know. You showed me, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, because I did show you when they were just coming around.
I wasn't really into the old wrestling back then too much.
They were so good when they came around. I still love Bray, though. I still love Bray. Whenever... I follow a Twitter called, like, Primetime Wrestling, if it existed today.
Yeah.
Where it's, like, Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon. It's just somebody doing, like, commentary if them two were watching the current product. And during that moment when Bo and Bray were in the ring, it said, "Oh, Bray and Bo in this ring at the same time in an IRS at home feeling very uncomfortable." And Gorilla just said, "Oh, will you stop it?" Because that's kind of Gorilla's go-to. Is, "Oh, will you just stop it?"
Oh yeah. Oh god. Gorilla was great.
Heenan was
great too. They had a lot of great ones, without a doubt. WWE Heenan's interesting.
Eddie Heenan's fantastic.
And then what? Carmella and Asuka with the shark cage match because everyone wanted that again.
Why didn't James Ellsworth tuck that shirt in his pants? You saw that flak jacket, and Graves called it out too.
Yeah.
Why is he wearing a flak jacket? What's going on? I think I laughed at that too because Graves was just totally burying it. It was so good. It was so good.
Yeah, that was weird. Why do you have a flak jacket?
Because he was taking shots from Asuka.
He's a professional wrestler. I mean,
When
come
you're
on.
hanging upside down by a leg,
You can still take kicks to the back.
come on.
I mean, I guess Asuka was going to be stiff about it.
Why
But
do you think Reigns wears that flak jacket all the time?
they're protecting from bullets. Stray bullets.
People shooting.
Yeah.
It's heat.
Yeah, that was an interesting match. Very interesting match. Well, did she win with a kick again? Her not good super kick?
I think so. I think
know.
so.
Yeah.
There was a Ring of Honor show last night where Flip faced Nick Aldis for the NWA title, the big gold.
Yeah?
The 10 pounds of gold to try to get booked into All In. I don't know if you're following that, but Flip Gordon's been trying to get booked into All In. Cody says he'll never be booked. Cody has a match at All In for the NWA title. Flip said if Flip got a match and said like if I want to have to be in it.
Yeah?
And didn't win.
Oh.
They're still not booked. Still not booked All In.
He tried, though.
I don't know much else about that. The G1's going on currently, from what I understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't... It's hard for me to follow how that works.
It's a tournament
I can get it, but when are the matches?
all the time.
At like 3 in the morning.
Well, it's in Japan.
Yeah, I get it, but like I don't. Like, it's a hard thing. If someone broke it down on when to watch, I probably still wouldn't, but at least I'd understand. You know.
I'm sure it's out there. You just have to hit the translate button.
Oh, that's it.
You're just like, what are all these lines?
Hey, what are these symbols? Hieroglyphs.
Oh, I went to see a movie on Thursday. I went
Yeah.
to see EQ2.
EQ2.
Yeah.
What the hell's that?
Equalizer 2. The Denzel Equalizer movies. Never saw the first one.
Okay, I never even heard of it.
I went to see the second one, and went to check in. And I don't know if you know this, but MoviePass has instituted peak pricing.
Yeah, you told me.
Well, on your app, when you go to sign in, there'll be a gray lightning bolt if peak pricing is approaching, and there will be a red lightning bolt if it's at peak pricing. Well, I hit it. There was a gray lightning bolt on the 9:30 showing, not on the 7 showing, which is where I was going. Gray lightning bolt, meaning that one wasn't even peak pricing yet.
Yeah.
So I went to check in. It said, you will pay a surcharge of $386 for this. I said, no, I won't. I hit cancel, and I sent angry message to the customer support. I screenshotted all of it, posted it on Twitter. I sent them all the pictures too. I said, "This is." They said, "Well, if you had your app running in the background, it wouldn't update." I said, "Not only was it not running in the background, I restarted my phone. I restarted my phone, and it still was not peak pricing. Yet you were trying to make me pay peak pricing." And they send the same message, and they respond to everybody on Twitter the same way, saying like, because people are sending pictures of, "Oh, thanks for making me pay peak pricing," and there's only one other guy in the theater. And like the line is, it's judged holistically and may not like reveal or be applicable to the amount of people in your theater. And I'm thinking, if we're going holistically from my region, I could go to Altoona and guarantee there's just as many people there.
Oh yeah, especially seeing Equalizer 2.
Yeah, I could go to. They have peak pricing at Westmont Theater. Holistically.
I mean, they got hot dogs there, so I get it, but
Man, I wish I had a good turkey dog. I might stop and get some turkey dogs on the way home.
I could go for a turkey dog myself. Yeah, just like that. Just
No bun.
like
Just slide it down my gullet.
Huh.
Covered in catsup.
You know what's gross? Soggy bread.
Elaborate. Are you like dipping?
No, well, you can dip, but you can't let it sit.
Oh, I'm not. That's not an Oreo.
What's what I'm
I'm
saying?
not dipping sandwiches like they're Oreos.
I don't know. Well, they do they do like hot dog competitions. Someone sent me they were at a hot dog eating competition.
You know they're not eating it for pleasure. Like they're.
I know, but I want to watch for pleasure, and I can't.
There's never been a guy that gets up on stage for a hot dog competition like, you know what am I going to enjoy these dogs today?
I feel like that'd be Brian.
No, because you wouldn't enter. They dip it in there so it doesn't expand.
I get it. I see why. But that's a gross thing. That's gross.
I get it, but if that's the only instance of soggy bread that you have, it's not really a big deal for you. Just avoid that.
Or like when you smash bread and eat it. You know, like in high school when people take the rolls and you just smash them down in little balls and eat them. Disgusting.
It's not soggy.
No, but it's like the same concept in my head.
So you don't like a very like an unrisen bread, like a very doughy bread. You don't like that?
No. And if I eat like sandwich bread, I gotta be so gentle when I hold it so I don't get my finger imprints in it.
So like whenever you make burgers, you don't like push them down.
No, ew.
So you don't like tortillas?
That's not the same thing.
It's basically
it's not.
It's unleavened bread essentially.
Yeah, but it's not smushed.
If you have a burrito and you roll it up, there's sides where there's like layers of and it would taste similar.
Don't ruin burritos for me, please.
I'm not ruining burritos. I'm trying to open
I feel like you're
kind of.
You can't open someone to soggy bread.
Yes, I can.
All right, you can't. That's a terrible thing.
I love all breads. I eat a soggy bread any day of the week. I don't care. I love a good crusty bread. I've eaten nothing for breakfast this week, but just a hunk of Mediterranean bread.
What's Mediterranean bread? Is that what you got at your farmer's market?
Yes. There's names for all the.
Do they have green tomatoes there?
I'm sure they do.
Why are we not there now?
It's only open from 8 to noon, 7 to noon on Saturdays.
That is oddly specific time of the day.
The farmer's market. They give free samples of moonshine and vodka and.
Hold up, man!
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You could be out there getting hammered up.
Why didn't you hit me out of hey, let's go check out this farmer.
They have like grilled pizza that people are just buying.
And I'd be like, that sounds stupid. I'm not going. And you're like, free moonshine and vodka. And I'm like, pick me up 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's just a guy that like walked by with his coffee cup and he just like put it in front of this guy who's selling like spirits from like a local place that makes it, and the guy just fucking.
Oh man, that guy's having a great morning. Or a bad one, I'm not sure.
I hope he's not driving.
I hope he's walking. Somewhere. Maybe home. Maybe to his wife's house.
To his wife's house, not his house?
No, they're separated but together. It's a complicated thing. You wouldn't understand this, man.
I guess not. Mm-hmm. He just likes coffee, Irish coffee.
Irish coffee. That's what it's called nowadays.
That's what it was always called. I thought an Irish coffee was coffee with alcohol in it. Or is it just coffee with Baileys in it? You ever drink Baileys from a shoe?
No.
You don't get the reference?
I do, old Greg. I do.
What books did I talk about last week? I didn't talk about all from this deal. Archie 32 is kind of ending Archie for now. Like, it's like going on a break, I guess, because then Archie 1941 is starting.
What's Archie 1941? Please, let me know.
It's Archie in 1941. It's essentially like pre-war. Like, they just graduated high school, I think, and pre-war deal, maybe? I didn't read the synopsis. I'm on it, though, so I'll let you know. But this wraps up the prom ordeal. It's like the finale of the prom. Basically, Cheryl's and Jason's real father is there, taking everybody hostage. I think I told you about that last couple issues.
Yes.
He gets beaten by Reggie turning an amp on really high and making one strum.
Wow.
He just gets scared.
What magic.
And then Weatherby decides not to retire because he says, he's like, yeah, I guess I gotta be here for you, Andrews. Keep you from wrecking the joint. Because I guess it's 1941 already. They don't even talk like that now. Deadpool Assassin number 3, which is the mini by Cullen Bunn. Deadpool's ambushed by Blackout and Threnody. Those are real people. After the Assassin's Guild members become zombies, which I don't understand what happened. Threnody saves Deadpool from Blackout and wants to team up. Deadpool sneaks into the guild leader's room, gives her a phone to Weasel so she can call him so he can do jobs for the Assassin's Guild. They're friends. I don't know what's happening. Interesting.
That sounds something I'm not interested in at all.
What do you mean?
I don't know, man.
He's an assassin.
Why are they zombies?
No, it was just a very quick thing. They just didn't die.
Oh.
And then they started attacking him again. I use zombies in quotes because I don't know if that's what they actually were.
Oh, okay. So you're just throwing your own words in there.
Making
your own agenda.
Infinity Countdown Darkhawk number 4.
I know it's good, so...
Whole bunch of Reyes Brothers stuff.
Who's Reyes brothers?
Like Robbie Reyes, isn't he?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then his brother is named Talon of the Darkhawks.
Of the Darkhawks.
They're not called Darkhawks, they're called something else. But he becomes the Starhawk, the Galactic Starhawk or something like that. And he's extremely powerful. I don't know, it's all kind of outer space stuff. Darkhawk rips the amulet from Robbie's brother's chest. Nova gets mad. Sleepwalker tells the guy who's Darkhawk, Powell, tells him that he needs to be a sleepwalker. So this is leading into Infinity Countdown Sleepwalker #1. Sleepwalker has been around since 1992.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
And he's coming back.
He's back.
In dreams.
Oh, God.
Exiles #5. I don't know why you're not on Exiles yet. It's such a fun book. We have a Vintage Fury, which means White Nick Fury with his weird buzz cut. There's a Sabretooth in here from somewhere. There's an army of Kangs. 1 million Kangs.
Okay, why don't you tell me these things?
I try to do.
You don't.
I try to
You do not!
The army of Kangs goes up against the army of Blinks. She starts her own army and gathers herself from all the multiverses.
Kangs and Blinks.
Kamala sacrifices herself, but it's not the Kamala of our world. It's the one who grew up in like the wasteland of Jersey. Grew up in like a civil war, and she's extremely just rough-edged. They save the multiverse, but now they must repair it after a vacation. They kind of all go on vacation together.
I mean, hey, everyone needs a little R&R.
That's pretty great. And then, I was already reading some books this week, but we don't talk about those yet. I mean, none of these you read. I could go over all these right now. WWE's the only one you read.
Well, go for it if you want.
Betty and Veronica Vixens, #8.
Okay, still in the game.
A guy named Doc Doom.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Can they do that?
DOCDOOM. Doc Doom. They call him Doc.
Okay.
He captures Cheryl. Veronica's discovered by her dad as being part of the gang and tries to ground her. And then asks her for her phone. He's like, give me your phone, you're done. And she says, no. Like, stands up for herself and then just says, oh, never mind. I already canceled your service.
Why bother?
Why try to get the phone?
Yeah. What's he after?
Nudes.
Yeah.
He's trying to sell Veronica's nudes.
Weird.
Hiram is an awful human being.
Yes.
Next up, Archie meets Batman 66, #1.
I'm in. I like it. I had to think about it. I'm in.
Essentially, Bat's Rogues Gallery decides to start like a world domination scheme elsewhere other than Gotham, so they can gain momentum.
How has no one thought of
So
that?
they decide to start at Riverdale, of course, and they send a woman named Siren. She can affect people's minds and like convince them to do stuff. And she's like brainwashing only the adults, it seems. Veronica suspects something, gets Dilton to help. Dilton has a new invention, apparently, and Dilton's new invention gives them a direct line to the Batcave. And Batman even says, you're in very special audience or something like that. He's like, the only people that have ever contact me here are Gordon and the President of the United States. So that's that.
I want to go back and watch that series.
Batman 66?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good without the nostalgia.
I think it's the only thing we'd watch it for. I don't think I'm watching it for in-depth.
Yeah, but did you watch it initially? Did you watch it when you were younger?
I saw some episodes.
I've never seen one episode of Batman
Really?
66, yeah.
I thought it was on TV Land for a little while.
If it was, I didn't watch it. I don't know. Gideon Falls #5. Extremely interesting where they're going with it. I love Sorrentino's. Sorrentino.
Don't they make meats?
That's Sargento.
Oh, okay.
His art's fantastic in this. Jughead Hunger #7. Betty saves Archie from Veronica, who is a werewolf, and then saves Jughead, who's a werewolf, and Jellybean from Reggie's... What's a group of werewolves called? Pack?
Yeah.
From his pack. But, no, she doesn't save him from this pack. Her family, who are also werewolf hunters, save Jughead and Jellybean from the pack. But then they're going to kill Jellybean, even though there's no evidence that she's turned yet. And Betty gets mad and says no. They leave. Betty kind of takes responsibility for him. And then at the end, when Jughead's hugging Jellybean and saying, like, well, let's just deal with my werewolf stuff, and, you know, I'm glad they were all off base with you turning. And then Jughead walks out and she goes, yeah, off base, and she turns.
Oh,
So Jelly Bean's a werewolf.
Jelly Bean's a werewolf now.
Also, yes.
As well.
You're not going to read WWE 19, probably not.
Thanks,
So-
but sure. Okay.
You're not going to.
Whatever, man. Just spoil it for me. It's fine.
It's not much of a spoiler. The only question I have is, why is Shane McMahon's face not allowed to be in this book?
It's not?
Anytime he's involved, it's like a picture from here down, or it's the back of him. His face is never shown. Like, will they have to pay him more money or something? Like, what happened?
I mean, I feel like if it's sponsored by WWE, then they don't have to pay WWE any money.
Yeah, maybe because it's his actual name? It's weird. It's super weird.
Huh.
I don't know.
We need to go back and find all instances.
But that's all I'll say about that. Versus number 5. The war's over. Something happens with a comet. I don't know. The art was so gorgeous, but I should have waited for trade on this thing. It's over. 5 issues. It's done.
Oh.
It was. I guess that's what it was supposed to be from the beginning. But I was probably going to drop it after this, if I'm being honest. Stellar number 2. One of the Space Weapon Team's members is extremely violent and evil, I guess, but he's still alive. This thing's on the chopping block. Depending on when it comes out next. Like, if it comes out and I have a monster ton of books, it's gone. I dropped 2 books this week. I dropped Kick-Ass, which is okay, but it's not as good as I wanted it to be. And this one's so close to being dropped, I didn't even buy this week's issue. I just put it in my bin.
What is it?
Power Rangers.
Why?
Shattered. I don't know.
Stop being a bitch.
I don't know any of the characters.
Shattered Grid's almost done.
I don't know any of the characters.
You don't have to know the characters. I don't understand.
And I have my other books from this week in here, actually.
Oh, why you got? I feel like they just got crushed in there.
No, we're good. Green Lantern 51, Batman 51, Skyward,
What are all these cool covers?
Avengers 5, Thor 3, Infinity Countdown 5, X-Men Red 6, Cable 159. Look at that cover.
Oh, that's vintage.
And Runaways 11. Those are the rest of my books this week. So maybe I'll talk about it. Hey, you want to get a Thor watch?
Kinda. How much are they?
If we really looking up prices of Thor watch? It's
Yeah.
a Citizen watch. Powered by a light. Any light. Never needs a battery. Echo Drive.
Whoa, powered by light.
I mean, most watches are solar powered at this point.
Really?
Also, I'm reading this book. Before I bring it out, because we might not even find anything in this. So I'll preface it first. How familiar are you with, like, 80s music? Like, the new wave? I feel like there's some new wave you were into. There had to have been.
What is new wave? You talking like Flock of Seagulls and
Flock of Seagulls.
the B-52s?
No. It's like Depeche Mode.
Okay, oddly enough, I heard a new
Depeche Mode are still putting out music.
Def Leppard cover of Depeche Mode's Personal Jesus.
Can't be good.
It was not. It was horrible.
Well, then we'll just go through this and see how many you know. But I'm reading this. It's Mad World, an oral history of the new wave artists and songs that defined the 1980s.
Oh, God.
And there's a lot of the bands that I knew.
Boy George?
No. But I will let you know, every single band is influenced by Bowie. Every single band was like, without Bowie, we don't do it.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it also gets very repetitive.
Yeah, but is it for Bowie's music or his looks?
Mostly the music, but looks are definitely play a role in it, because they all do have a kind of look similar. And some of them I actually went into now and started to listen to, and kind of get down with it, and I kind of want to get more involved. Adam and the Ants. You ever listen to Adam and the Ants?
No. Talking Heads?
Talking Heads are in here, I believe. Let me look at without going through this thing. Adam and the Ants, Gary Newman. You know Gary Newman.
I heard Gary Newman.
You know his hit. In cost.
Okay, yeah.
Duran Duran.
Duran Duran.
New Order.
I don't think I know.
They did a song that is covered by somebody that you know. They did the original Blue Monday that Orgy covered.
Okay.
How does it feel? That song?
Yeah.
ABC. I don't know who they are. I didn't know who they were. Devo.
Devo.
Which apparently Whip It is like... Apparently Devo were extremely political and nobody got it.
Really?
Yeah. Like I read there because every chapter is an interview with one of the members of the band talking about them.
Really?
Yeah, talking about
Okay.
like the time.
I knew a guy I worked with who his favorite band of all time was Devo.
And that means he liked more than just Whip It then.
Yeah, he actually wore a Devo hat to work sometimes.
I don't know if I like this guy anymore.
I did.
He
You
might,
would.
He might have went
You
too
would
far.
not. You would not.
Echo and the Bunnymen, which apparently are fantastic. I listened to like 3 songs. That's the guy who said the thing about Bono.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna read it to you because it was so fantastic when I read it.
Echo and the Bunny Man.
Where is it? Big chapter. Bono, Nobo, that's his fucking name. What a gibbering leprechaunish twat. He's up to no good. He's more out for his mind than I've ever seen anybody, and that includes Mel Gibson on the David Letterman show when his head spun around 360 times. He's the most banal, buffoonered up fucking leprechaun. He kissed more Blarney Stones than I've had hot dinners. I wish they'd been toxic so he'd fuck off. It's a guy that has an opinion.
A man does not like Bono.
That's a guy that has an opinion on Echo and the Bunnymen. I think you really get into Echo and the Bunnymen, if I'm being honest.
They look like my kind of people.
A lot of these guys, I feel like I don't understand how you're not into a lot of this.
Because it's an era I wasn't around for, and I don't know anyone that was into it.
Spandau Ballet, which I've heard of, but I didn't know anything about them.
Never heard of
The Human League, which I fucking adore.
I've never heard.
Yes, you have.
Okay.
You know one song by Human League at least. It's the fuck is it? It's not Being Boiled. That was their
Being Boiled.
big hit. Don't You Love Me? That's the song.
That helped.
It's so hard to do like imitations of Don't You Want Me, Baby?
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know that, yeah.
It's so hard to do imitations of No Free Rides.
The Free Rides.
It's so hard to do like imitations of electronic songs because a lot of it has to do with the electronic sound.
Yeah.
It's the longest goddamn ad of all time.
There's the Boyle song.
No, this is Don't You Want Me.
Oh. I could get dirty with this. Okay. It's not bad.
Heaven 17, which apparently was somebody was kicked out of another band and formed this band. It might have been Human League. Human League might have kicked out some members and they formed this, I don't know. Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They do the Come On Eileen?
Come On Eileen, yes. And they talk about how Come On Eileen made them so much money, but it wasn't at all what the band was about. And like people heard Come On Eileen and thought, oh, this band, how are they doing this? They put 2 albums out before that, I guess.
Yeah, I did know that. I watched a weird VH1 Behind the Music on them or something.
Bow Wow Wow. They did I Want Candy, the first I Want Candy.
Oh, okay.
The Waitresses, The Normal, Kajagoogoo. I know you've at least heard the name Kajagoogoo.
I've heard it.
Thomas Dolby, The Psychedelic Furs, Depeche Mode, Yaz. I feel like you know Yaz.
I've heard of Yaz, and I think I heard of...
Because that's Alison Moyet and maybe a guy from a different band. He wasn't a different band. I don't know what it is, though. Kim Wilde, Howard Jones, Berlin, Flock of Seagulls.
Seagulls.
Modern English, Soft Cell, Aha.
Oh, Aha, yeah.
Joy Division.
Okay.
The Smiths.
Okay.
I know you know those two.
I do.
Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears, I've heard.
Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, Ultravox, In Excess, Thompson Twins, Simple Minds, and Emotion, and Band-Aid.
I've heard In Excess, but I wouldn't peg them as new wave, I guess.
Look at the cover here, and guess who's not reading the afterword?
Forward by Nick Rhodes. Afterward by Moby. Oh.
Moby had a quote that said something like, new wave music is not for people to have sex, it's basically just to cuddle. He said like that, it's so unviolent and in your face like that. It's not sex music, it's just cuddle music. By the way, apparently Depeche Mode's first album, or first maybe 2 albums, were with a different singer and writer, and they were way different, and then after that they actually they're called Depressed Mode.
Oh, yeah?
Where they're just super dark and super wild.
I don't really like Depeche Mode.
I never listened to enough to
I
get involved.
guess you're right. I mean, I tried.
But
when I was a kid.
I did get involved in Adam and the Ants a little bit. And let me just put on something real quick. One of their songs I can't even put on because it's not allowed to play in the country. One of the videos. What do you want? Ant music? Goody Two Shoes? Stand and Deliver?
How about Ant music? I think
That will give them a good. Give you a good idea of who they are.
Yeah.
No free rides. Corona. Corona. The video is something else too, by the way.
What is happening?
I might need to turn it down. It might get too loud.
This is where Oscar got her.
Apparently, Adamant studied a lot of like Native American tribes, and that's actually like an Apache or a Navajo war symbol. And he was declaring war on like music as a whole. And he actually got some things that said, like, from people saying this is offensive, this is cultural appropriation. And I guess he like called the Apache head of like their, like, he called like the Apache heads, was like, come see me. And then if you think I'm using it disrespectfully, then I'll stop doing it. And they came and they said they loved it.
Good for him.
A lot of the new wave bands seem to be as influenced by Bowie, but they all also came out of punk. Punk was just dying. Sex Pistols had just died out. They just imploded. And a lot of the punk bands turned to this.
I can get into this. I'd have to sit and, work my way through a catalog, I think.
I think so too. And this book has helped me for that. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to read it, is because if there's one blank spot in any of my music knowledge, it's the entire fucking 80s. Because my parents listened to...
Come on now, we know some hair metal.
Yeah, but that's early 80s still. There's a lot of 80s. Because my parents listened to 60s and 70s, and then I listened to 90s growing up. So, like, the whole 80s never existed.
Don't exist.
They
never happened.
I wonder if that's the same for, like, people born 10 years before us. Like, the 70s. The 70s are too big, though. But then again, people say that about the 90s, you think.
Yeah, which is, to me, blows my mind how you don't know... But I mean, when I think of 90s music...
Then again, I saw somebody the other day saying that... Well, first of all, they abbreviated TDG. I didn't know what that meant. That's 3 Days Grace. That's their favorite band of all time. They said, if you can't listen to the classics, like 3 Days Grace and Breaking Benjamin, then you don't know what rock music is.
Why do I feel like I know this person?
I listened to somebody I knew in real life.
Oh.
I saw this comment on something online.
Okay, but I feel like I do know this person. What the hell?
And I mean, that's just, I guess that's just where it is. Like, if you're not exposed to it, if you don't know anything else, that's what you're going to think.
I told you about the guy that said Five Finger Death Punch is better than the Beatles.
Well, he may not. Equal ground. Yeah.
Come on, now.
I'm getting very annoyed by this book when every time somebody... Because a lot of these new wave bands came over from Britain. So when they toured here, they were always like, we were just getting hounded by girls. It was weird. And they always talk about the Beatles. Like, it felt like being the Beatles. It felt like Beatlemania. It's like, I don't think so, guys.
I don't think you're close. I don't think you're even close.
I don't think you're stepping off a airplane. Couldn't pull fucking airplane.
Airbus.
And then they're just ganging up on you. But yeah, I'm gonna get more invested into that. What time are we at? Where are we at?
40 minutes.
You want to do some trivia?
We can do some trivia, certainly.
I wanted to bring some books to dive into. That one just happened to be in my bag, but there's other books I have specifically for the show.
No, that looks good. Maybe we'll have to...
There's a lot of pictures in there.
Oh? Like good pictures?
What the hell's written in here? Why is STTEIYUS written in here?
You wrote that.
But what does it mean?
I don't know. STT...
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Alright, I guess we're on episode. We're on question 1252. It's been a while since we've done this. We're still on X-Men. The question is, which team did Angel and Iceman co-found right after leaving the X-Men?
Shit.
Ready?
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Fuck.
I win. And I'm going to take the question.
Okay, you take it.
Even though I like having the second one. I always like having the second one because then you get that extra chance.
But you know this, apparently.
I do know this. Which team did Angel and Iceman co-found right after leaving the X-Men? Oh, I might not know this.
I hope you don't. I hope you screwed.
Because at first I thought it was X Factor, but now that was the team that Gene and Scott made after.
Yeah.
X Factor, Champions of Los Angeles, Mutant Force, or the Defenders.
What the fuck is Champions of Los Angeles?
I don't know. I gotta go Defenders, even though I thought that was like a Doctor Strange deal. D, Defenders. Incorrect. It's X Factor, isn't it? No, it's the Champions of Los Angeles.
Oh.
Great.
Wait, who? Iceman and...
Iceman and Angel. I see the Champions covers now, and I see them on it.
I didn't know they were called the Champions of Los Angeles.
I didn't either.
I thought it was just
Hollywood.
Champions.
Where did Magneto first battle the X-Men in X-Men number 1, 1963? A. Cape Citadel, B. Cape Canaveral, B. Valhalla Mountain, D. the United Nations headquarters.
Well, of course, we got to go right to the heart of it. The United Nations headquarters.
That's where it is.
Yeah.
D. Incorrect.
Cape
Correct
Canaveral.
answer was Cape Citadel.
What the hell's Cape Citadel?
Couldn't tell you. Who is Dakin?
Damn it!
A. Wolverine's brother. B. Sabretooth's son. C. Wolverine's son. D. A clone of Wolverine. Now, this is where we run into...
Yes, yes.
I know X-23 is the clone. I thought Dakin was cloned also, but was still his DNA. It's his son. That's my answer, but I'm just talking through this one where I thought he was a clone also, but it's Wolverine's son. C. Correct. Next up, 1255. Who is the father of the Furnace siblings? A. Sabretooth. B. The Red Skull. C. Baron Strucker. D. Magneto. Magneto.
Who are the Furnace?
Fenris. Fenris. Fenris siblings. Fenris.
I don't know. Magneto. I feel like he was slamming something.
D. Magneto?
Yeah.
Answer? Incorrect. Correct answer is C. Baron Strucker.
Huh.
I think he was the one... You remember at the end of the one X-Men movie when they teased Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver?
Yeah.
I think that's how they messed with continuity. Baron Strucker actually did have siblings that were mutants. But they made them them. I think that's what that is. I'm not sure. Who is Telford Porter? Can I pick fucking E? Because I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I allow it.
A. Avalanche. B. Cypher. C. The Vanisher. Or D. Pyro. Holy fuck. Telford Porter. Porter sounds like he's teleporting. I'm going to go Vanisher. C. Vanisher.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn. You
Logic
walked
strikes
through
again.
that one. You walked through that one.
2-0. 2-0. 1257. Next page. What are Wolverine's claws? A. Bones implanted by Weapon X Project. B. Organic form of adamantium. C. Natural part of his skeleton. D. Adamantium implants.
Natural part of his skeleton?
C. Natural part of his skeleton. Answer?
Yeah.
Correct.
Say Weapon X gave him
2-1.
anime.
Can we please appreciate the Rob Liefeld cable on this page, please?
He's missing a foot.
Well, there's one in it. No, it's still there. No, that's a knee thing.
That knee thing.
Maybe. I don't know what's going on in this. Look at that calf. 1258. What is Warren K. Worthington Angel's middle name? Holy shit.
You know this. I feel
A.
like I know.
Keith.
Oh, hold on.
B. Kenneth. C. Kevin. Or D. Unrevealed. One of these is not like the other. I'm going to go D. Unrevealed for the win. Ooh, we know. What do you think it was? What were you?
Kenneth.
What would you?
I thought it was Kurt.
It's Kenneth.
Kenneth.
Who was Warren K. Worthington named after?
Warren
A.
K.
His grandfather and father. B. His grandfather. C. His father. D. None of these.
D. None of these.
God damn it. D. Oh! Oh, they got you. It's his grandfather and father.
What page are we on? And they're finally changing it up.
We're on question. It took 1,200 questions to do it. They did it. 1260. Which event triggered the creation of the alternate reality called the Age of Apocalypse? A. Lucifer went back in time and murdered Charles Xavier in Tibet. B. Legion went back in time and killed Xavier. C. Magneto went back in time and killed Xavier. D. Apocalypse created a timeline in which Xavier was never born. That one doesn't sound like the rest of them. I don't think Legion went back and killed him. Do you know this one?
No, but what do you have to do to have Lucifer himself go back in time to eradicate you?
I think Apocalypse created a timeline in which Xavier was never born. That's why it was called the Age of Apocalypse. D. For the win. Incorrect. It was B. Legion did it. I didn't know Legion went back in time and killed Xavier. They have an interesting relationship, don't they?
It's a family thing. I wouldn't understand.
1261. Who is the original Dazzler? A super villain who uses light as a weapon?
Oh, wait.
A Golden Age superhero?
Oh.
Criminals C. Angel's criminal uncle? Or D. Allison Blair?
Okay. I don't... Is there a Golden Age Dazzler? I don't know. The only Dazzler I know... is dancing at roller discos. So
And she's a punker now.
well, now she is. You know, times change. Give me the
You want me to read through them again?
Give me D. Please don't. Just give me D.
D. Allison Blair?
Yes.
Incorrect. Her answer was C. Angel's criminal uncle.
What?
1262. What was the name of John Byrne's series about the original X-Men's adventures between the X-Men number 66 and Giant X-Men number 1? A. X-Men First Class. B. X-Men The Hidden Years. C. X-Men Lost Tales. D. X-Men Children of the Atom. I thought it was just called X-Men. They were just reprints. They had a name?
Yeah, I don't know.
First Class makes sense. I'm going to say this didn't happen in between there. They're just telling us that this is what happened in between there. What was the name of John Byrne's series about the original X-Men's adventures between? It's just what happened in between there. I want to say First Class, but I don't think Byrne did First Class. Hidden Years makes sense. Children of the Atom, something I heard.
That's a game.
I'm going A, First Class. Do you know this?
No.
Incorrect. Correct answer was B, Hidden Years.
Hidden. What's the score? 2-2?
Yes. 1263, so you can get the win here.
Oh, yeah.
Where did Professor Xavier confront the Vanisher at the end of X-Men number 2? A, the steps of the U.S. Capitol. B, at Xavier's mansion. C, the Pentagon. D, the White House lawn.
Jesus Christ. Okay. The steps of the Capitol. Give me the White House lawn. I mean, we gotta
D,
go
White
big.
House lawn for the win. It was a comeback. You were down 0-2.
Oh, I see Aztec still in there. Thank you.
I don't know what happened. Are you up 2-0?
Yeah.
Have we only played twice this year?
Yeah, because we've had Brian in here. We've had Grapes in here.
It's April.
It's
No, it's not. It's July.
Yeah, what? You lose time.
It's almost August. How have we played twice this entire year?
Because we've been doing other things, man.
Brian had 2 wins last year. I'm impressed.
You go, Brian.
1264. Who is Fred J. Dukes? I know this answer, so I hope I get it next time.
I don't.
You should. Let's appreciate that K one more time.
That's, okay. It's good.
Okay.
Good for you. It's good for me.
It's good for you, good for me, good for everybody. Are we done? You got anything to part with?
I believe we're done. Maybe it's an early day. It's early. We're doing this early. It's only 4 o'clock. It just turned 4 o'clock. Usually you're knocking down my door at 4 o'clock. Waking me
We got
up from
20
my
minutes.
slumbers. We got 18. It's 4:02. Okay.
Oh, you said it just turned 4. You fucking lied to me. I gotta roll this up fast.
You'll be good at it.
I will be good at it? What a weird statement.
You were good at it. I don't know.
I was never good at it.
No, you weren't. But you were crafty with some aluminum foil.
Once.
That's all it takes, man. That's all it takes. Yeah. Guess wrap this up. Maybe do something weird tonight. I don't know. We got invited to a poker game.
You want to show your stuff?
Wait, what did you say?
Do you want to show your stuff? Do you want to promote what you have going on?
Oh, yeah. Brand has nothing going on.
No.
It's
I'm gonna
depressing.
die soon.
I just want videos of you just sitting there, just going downwards, just either dancing or emotionally or just talking yourself into a deep dark pit.
Why?
I don't know, because I don't know. It'd be entertaining in a sad way.
I just hope I feel better, man. I just want to get better. I just want my back to be better. My neck's the main cause of problems right now. My back isn't that bad. My neck is fucking murdering me.
Ah, hey, Stone Cold
The
hurt his
tumor's
neck,
moved in the
and it
fucking
came
neck.
back at the great
That's
greatest
where I'm
years
at.
of his career.
My tumors just moved from my back into my neck. Something can't happen, but not in a day.
Okay, you're right. Check out my mediocre toy hunt videos. They're not even mediocre; they're bad, but I enjoy it. It's for me and anyone who enjoys watching, and I appreciate it if you watch it. It's a good thing. We see stuff, we see some toys, we buy things we probably can't afford, but we do them because it's our only source of happiness sometimes in these dark days. These dark days.
I don't understand why both of us cannot be dark. When I have a dark day, you cannot make it darker. You cannot come in with your fucking cloud. Like, nope, listen, look at this. Shade. More of it. Let's do it. There needs to be one side of positivity.
There is none. It's usually Brian, and he's off his rocker.
When has Brian ever been the side of
No,
positivity?
he's hit a very dark patch. There's people asking him if he's okay.
Who's asking that?
My mother-in-law and people he works with.
Isn't he just living his life, you know?
He's doing something. But thanks for watching. No, I can't.
What?
I can't. You got to do it.
Do what?
You got to do the sign-off thing.
Yeah, but I don't know what were you doing.
I started it.
Were you gearing up?
Yeah, and I didn't like it. I felt wrong and uncomfortable.
Right. Well, thank you for watching.
You do so much better.
On behalf, there he is. There's Adam Applebeard. I've been looking at there's a weird light, so I can see all the hair on just your Adam's apple. It's very weird.
Oh.
There he is. He wets his bed from his mouth. That's Stick.
Didn't even talk.
All fair conversation. I'm Brand, reminding you to ask yourself, in dark days like I'm having, what would Rick Jones do?